Yo, 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 welcome back to ADG, Rouse Sports Games Network. I'm your host, ADG, again, the gamer, and this is another episode of This Weekend WWE 2K25 MyFaction. I realize I'm still occasionally saying 2K24. I do apologize for that. I don't know. I guess I don't want to move on to 2K24, just like 2K doesn't want to move on from giving us Superstar Series 1 packs again. Why are you guys doing this to us? Why? Why? I guess y'all really want us to complete the Superstar Series 1 collection. I'm pretty sure most of them had completed the collection. It is what it is, though. They just won't stop. And they don't care. They don't care. Let's hope we have something good to say about 2K. But this week, Faction Wars tickets once again on Monday and Thursday. Silver slide place, not even upping it to gold this week. MFP for a total of 1,150. That's probably the best thing, but still not the greatest thing. And like I said, and we got gold side plates on Friday. It should be gold and emerald by now, but it is what it is. And after 5 days, you get that great Superstar Series 1 pack. Even though we up to Superstar Series 3 and they won't even give us a Superstar Series 2 pack because they don't want us to get too much MFP. All right, let's keep it moving. It's like they kind of do want us to get MFP, but I think they know it was already so low to begin with. Even if they up it, they know it's still technically not enough. So they went ahead and gave us what we wanted, it seems like, even though, you know, it's still not much of anything. Everyone keeps asking about the World Tour updates. Nothing has been announced. Nothing's been said. I think they need to say something, even if they give us a long date like they gave us with, you know, El Grande Americana. I don't think it's going to be that late. I'm pretty sure by the time El Grande Americana come out in September, we'll get something. It seems like this will be the month, since there's nothing going down in the month, as I mentioned before. Just a reminder about Faction Wars. There are new bosses. There are new rotating cards. The Shannon Stacks is a waste of space because they gave us they gave us last week also a Evolve card in the Weekly Tower. That's going to be better than that card. So it's just a waste of space. There are new Faction Wars bosses as well. The Dynasty, Face Paint Frenzy, and more have been added. So make sure you get in there and get your grind on for that if you want. I mean, you don't have to, but if you're going to be playing, you may want those cards. If you're trying to get your collector's levels up for fun or whatever, you know, just to challenge yourself, that may be what you do. Now we're talking about the weekly towers. This week's reward of 3,000 MFP is a step up from the 2,500 that we got in week 21, but at the same token, 3,000 MFP once again is a good upgrade, but is it really going to get you that close to getting a pack? It may get you close to doing what you might want to do with the numbers games, live events, and we'll talk about that more later on. So we're at SummerSlam for this week's weekly tower. Seems like last week would have been it, not the day after SummerSlam, but that's the way they want to do it. And I will say, I already looked at this tower, and you are getting superstars from the actual show. So that's pretty cool. So all in all, they couldn't mess that up, right? I don't think they would have been able to mess that up. I mean, there's superstars from SummerSlam in this event, from Lyra Valkyria to Bayley and Becky Lynch. Kind of funny. I don't want to spoil things, but Bayley was at the show. That's all I will say. So we have Bayley and Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria. Then you have Jey Uso here. So definitely not in the greatest order. Tornado tag here against Bayley and Becky, and then you got the one-on-one here. Then you also got Jey Uso in a table match in match 3. Then you got a one-on-one. I think a lot of times they're just going by the power of the card, and I don't think that's what they should be doing. Then you got Bronson Reed. It should be a mixture of the card and the match type. You got Bronson Reed here in a one-on-one. Then you got a fatal 4-way to end things up with Braun Breaker, Sami Zayn, and Karrion Kross. Though Braun tagged up with Bronson Reed, of course, at SummerSlam, but these don't have to be exactly the same. I'm just glad they featured superstars from SummerSlam in this. So I do think overall it's themed. So the reward is only 3,000 MFP. So if I'm really grading this, I would say that I would give it a C minus. Yeah, a C minus, because it does look interesting and everything. It's going to be good to be in the SummerSlam event. Remember some of the things that happened this past week at the pay-per-view. Maybe, you know, do some cool things. Like if you had the cards, you know, do Roman versus Bronson, you know, even though it was a tag match, or do something with Jay, you know, if you want to, versus, you know, Braun Breaker, or whatever you want to do. It could be interesting. You can do the tornado tag match and, you know, put maybe Lyra with somebody, you know, it could be good. And so yeah, but outside of that, the 3,000 MFP, I still think it's kind of bland. 5,000 MFP would have been, even 5,000 MFP is still not enough, because you need 30,000 or so to get a decent pack. But C minus is what I'm giving it, and I do like that they did add a SummerSlam event that featured superstars from SummerSlam. So this is the bad part here. From the last time we talked, there's not much extra to talk about, and being that I'm on not much time here today, and I got a lot of other things I need to play and get into, I'm just going to give you guys a tip on live events and what I think you should do, because a lot of these cards you really don't need, and they're not giving you that much MFP. So yeah, you would like a collector's reward. Yeah, you would like to get personas, but there are not any personas being offered. And the best collector's reward that you can probably get into at this point is the Bret Hart. And I'm not even trying that hard to get Bret Hart. If I get him, I get him. It's not that much thing, but you're just trying to get your numbers up. Even these Sapphire cards, to an extent, is too much. But I will say, if you haven't gotten Kalani Jordan 23, to get a diamond for the price of these two cards and these two cards, to get Trick or to get Kalani Jordan, I think those are good start in the right direction, and they don't cost that much MFP, being that they're bronze and silver cards. Let's take a look at them in the card market. So Fallon and Tatum Paxley. Tatum is running for 1,500 MFP. Fallon is running for 1,500 as well. I wonder why both of these are 1,500, even though I think they just put them there for the sake of, maybe because they're overall. Maybe the overalls is what they're looking at too. But I don't know. A lot of these silvers are still 1,500, even though the bronze, these should be 1,000. I'm not gonna lie to you. These should be 1,000. So for me, I'm gonna purchase, say, Charlie Dempsey, and I am going to purchase Brooks Jensen. I may eventually purchase the other two as well. I just don't want to go too. I don't like my thing being low on zero, or very low in the MFP department. I like it being in the thousands, though it can't be helped sometimes. I just like it there. But like a lot of these other ones that you need, like the Sapphire cards, for example, they are very costly. The Jacob Fatu card is 1,300 MFP. That is straight ridiculous to me. And that's why, in a way, I still don't like the card market. I like the card market guarantees that you'll get what you pay for, but I still think they are very expensive in cost, in time. I really do still think they're very expensive when it comes to that. But to double my numbers and get more cards, because I'm very close to getting the pink diamond reward, and I'll show you what I'm talking about in the headquarters. At this level here, you can see I am 16 cards into the next level. Those cards may be hard to come by, but if I want that pink diamond Jey Uso, which I would like to this year, what I want to do is really complete the ladder. You know, that's what I want to do. It will be kind of hard to do, but that is my personal challenge and personal achievement that I have gave myself in MyFaction, to give me something to do. And that's just what I want to do. Will I achieve it? Maybe not, but you know, it's going to be a fun ride to try to get there. And that is my plan. That's what I'm going to do. If you don't want to spend that much MFP, I expect that'll give you something to do in MyFaction as well, and give you a chance to increase your rewards. And who knows, by the time you finish the weekly tower, you have 3,000 more, and maybe you go ahead and get some more things. And who knows? Who knows? Maybe some other events will come up. I do think there are going to be some surprise events that just haven't been posted yet. So we'll just have to wait and see. And there go the Bret Hart diamond card that, you know, I might as well go ahead and work for at this point. So with that being said, guys, thank you guys for watching the show. Hope you guys have a good Monday. Don't forget to watch Raw. It is Raw. This has been the Raw Breakdown. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next show, next video. I'm out of here. Peace.